So this is going to be my final episode of my complete TV series on DVD and Blu-ray. It had to come to an end. All good things. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to here. They say 13 is an unlucky number. Is it? Let's find out, because this is episode 13 and it is my final. I'm ending on 13 episodes of my complete TV series on DVD and Blu-ray. What will fill this void? I do not know. So, over the past year and a half, I have gone on a bi-weekly journey of looking at my complete films A to Z. Obviously a lot have come in since then, and then gone on to looking at my complete TV series, and that's brought us up to now, and that's taken me a year and a half to do, every other week. It's been a journey and I've enjoyed looking through it, so I've got some final bits to show you now. It is feasible that some of these bits I have shown before. This is kind of a wrap-up session, but I'm hoping not. But let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, I will say that some of these are going to be bootleg titles as well, that you will come to see as we go. In fact, the 4 that I've got in my hand are. So first up is the new Netflix Arnold Schwarzenegger TV series, Fubar. I don't anticipate this to have a real release, being Netflix and the way they work. However, the next one I probably have made a mistake on, and it probably will get a physical media release, and that is a TV show based upon the film of Fatal Attraction. I didn't mind this. It was pretty good. And then we have the Nicolas Cage-less series, National Treasure. I've still yet to watch, actually. I'll be honest, I haven't got around to it. But yes, National Treasure, the TV show from Disney. So that will not get a release. Now, the next series I have in my hand was announced as getting a release, and it never came to pass. It was dropped. So this was in Germany. Is it possible that it will get a release? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And that is... it's a very dark cover, but there we go. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Nightmares. The complete series, both seasons on the bootleg here. I know some were released on VHS, some were then released on DVD. I do have a DVD of one of them somewhere. But yes, so I had these made up for me, fantastically so. Cover the entire series and add to my Nightmare on Elm Street collection of films. Freddy's Dead. Oh, not Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Nightmares, sorry. Freddy's Dead was the 6th film. So there's that. Now, moving on. Keeping in the vein of horror, we have season 1 of Chucky. I do like Child's Play as a franchise. I do get a lot of enjoyment out of them. A little killer doll with a little bit of sense of humour. Fantastic. So, yeah, and that's got the steelbook in it as well. That's season 1, and we've got a glorious release for season 2 with a lenticular also, but lenticular not being as good, and the steelbook is in there also. So that's season 1 and 2 of Chucky. Horatio Hornblower. Another lenticular. Now look, this is DVD set containing all of the TV movies of Horatio Hornblower. Ian Grufford, who went on to play Mr. Fantastic in 20th Century Fox's first 2 Fantastic Four movies before we got Fan Four Stick. Much akin to Sharp, but yeah, set in that sort of an era. And then we have the Yellowstone prequel series, 1883, and I will be getting 1923 as well. Harrison Ford starring one. It's only lasted 1 season. It only had 1 season. That was it. 1 and done. And another bootleg for you bootleg lovers out there. Jenna Ortega in Wednesday. Superb. What else do we have here? We have a Blu-ray, and I've done a review and opening of this. I didn't do an opening, I've done a review of it. And that was The Young Ones, the complete series on Blu-ray. Uncut, luckily. Yeah. Lovely set. Fantastic TV series. Fantastic show. The complete Jerry Anderson Space Precinct. Now, I may well have shown one of these before because I believe that I have this on an American release as well as the UK release. I really enjoyed this series. It was stupid. It was fun. I loved the model work. They looked like little models. There was something. There was something about it. A certain charm to it, shall we say. And then for £3.50, I had picked up season 1 of Designated Survivor, Kiefer Sutherland's presidential White House set show, in which everyone gets killed. He's the designated survivor and he has to lead the country. I think it lasted 2 seasons. I don't have season 2. I'm not entirely sure that season 2 actually got a release on DVD. I may be wrong. I don't know. So there's that. Now, I know that I haven't shown these because I've only just got them in pretty much. And that is season 1 of, well, the complete first season of Skull Island from Netflix, the anime King Kong set cartoon that sort of fits in with the monsterverse that we currently get in Godzilla and Kong and all that sort of thing. Now, I know in a previous video I have shown all the other seasons of this. But this is the final season of The Walking Dead. So that's a complete series now. I know it's damaged. I did do a video on that as well. The way that it was sent to me. But there we go. So there we go. The Walking Dead. And what TV series is not complete without Only Fools and Horses? The complete series, the complete collection, every episode, every special in this lovely, glorious box. I know there's one missing because I'm in the process of watching them downstairs. Always nice to revisit Only Fools and Horses. It's a staple of UK 80s TV. Okay, so now, based on the movie of the same name, we have the TV series of Fargo. This was fantastic. I was really into these. That's season 1. Then we have season 2, or year 2. Obviously different cast. And then we have season 3. I believe they are doing, it was only 3 that was done, wasn't it? I believe, and I think they're going to do a 4th. In the process of doing a 4th. Each series has, you know, great cast. You've got Billy Bob Thornton and Martin Freeman in the first one. Year 2 had Patrick. Oh, what's his name? You know, from Conjuring and that. Who else was in this season? Kirsten Dunst was in it. Yeah, it had a great cast. That's for certain. And season 3 had Ewan McGregor playing 2 roles. Actually, they're good. It was a good show. It was a really good series. Well worth a watch if you haven't seen them. Sorry, I'm just putting them back into where they come from before I pick up the next lot. So let's get on. These are all on the floor, so that's why I keep bending down. Obviously, I showed my Sharps earlier on, but which I have on Blu-ray, the series of Sharp. But then the 2 films that came later on, Sharp's Challenge and Sharp's Peril. Now, the problem with these when they were put to DVD is that they were the sort of shortened versions, so you miss a lot. So it's the DVD for me. I've actually put Sharp the Legend in there as well with it. In that one as a double case. I sort of decanted that case. Yeah, Sharp's Peril. Sean Bean, great character. Great books as well. I've read the books. Very good, very good. Very good reads. Then we have the Battlestar Galactica prequel series. This is the pilot episode for Caprica. Eric Stoltz. And then we have the complete series, part 1 and 2 on DVD. I believe these did get may have got a Blu-ray release, at least in some territory, but not really something I feel the need to have on Blu-ray, because I'll be honest, it's pretty damn boring. It's a pretty damn boring series. Then I have a TV series from America called Femme Fatales, which is yes, you know, probably guessed there's no nudity involved, but sort of a bit of titillation, I suppose, goes into it. So there's that as well. Okay, moving on. Obviously I showed Thingy a little while ago, didn't I, Hornblower, with Ian Grufford. So Ian Grufford, I've got another TV series of his called Forever. Only lasted 1 season, but it was a genuinely great TV show. He was an immortal in it, so much akin to Highlander. He'd lived down through the ages. He didn't fight people with swords and chop people's heads off, but there did turn out to be another possible immortal and this sort of a thing. And it was just a genuinely good show, because I like the idea, the romanticism behind someone who's lived lifetimes and lifetimes, and the people they've lost over them lifetimes, and the knowledge that you've obtained over those lifetimes. It's, you know, yeah, it just speaks to me. Then we have seasons 1 and 2 of Humans, which are about sort of, well, the first season was about this robot girl, and she was in a household, and I think the husband ended up sleeping with her, having sex with her, using her as a sort of way to cheat. But is it cheating because it's not a real person? I think that was the way it went. Then we had a season 2. I think got a season 3 as well, but I honestly didn't watch that far with it, if it did. But yeah, and talking of shows that did get cancelled in their first season that were very good, based upon the film of the same name, Limitless. The film had Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro in it, and this was a series, you know, where you take the pill, the tablet, and you sort of become, it opens up all your brain functions and that sort of a thing. And the show was very good. Bradley Cooper, I believe, executive produced it, and he did star in a couple of episodes. He did do some guest appearances as the same character from the film. So it's very much a continuation of that film. And it was a really good show. The main star was likeable. He was competent in what he'd done. I'd say it was better than the film. But unfortunately, it's one of those shows that people just didn't catch on to and didn't watch. But there we go. Then we have a British comedy, a relatively newer British comedy, and I quite enjoyed this. It was stupid, it was fun. Robert Lindsay, Darren Boyd in Spy. It used to be on Sky. It lasted 2 seasons. I remember enjoying them. I thought Robert Lindsay was great in it. Robert Lindsay's got good comic timing. Obviously, he was in Citizen Smith, Wolfie Smith, Power to the People, Tooting. Yeah, if you know what I mean. But yes, so that. I do have Citizen Smith as well, but it's around my dad's. Yeah, this was good. It lasted 2 seasons and a Christmas special, and you got the Christmas special on the season 2 disc. I didn't pay much for them. I found them in CEX once. Billie Piper. Billie Piper. Her TV role outside of Doctor Who. After Doctor Who, she went and done Secret Diary of a Call Girl. What was this, on ITV2 back in the day? And it was a decent show. Billie Piper was very good in it. Season 2. Season 3, there. She felt a bit weighty, I had to look inside. And then we have season 4, the climax. Yes, the climax, season 4. She was very good in that. what do we have next? TV movie. And I don't have the series. Burn Notice, The Fall of Sam Axe. Now, Burn Notice, the TV series, Bruce Campbell was one of the stars of it. Sort of not one of the main two stars, but he was sort of support cast, shall we say. Big role support cast. They gave him his own film, TV film. Now, funnily enough, like I said, I've never watched Burn Notice. I probably should just for Bruce Campbell. Is it worth watching just for Bruce Campbell? Does he have a big role in it? Is he good in it? Is it worth watching if you're just a Bruce Campbell fan but not really intrigued in anything else about it? But anyway, so they done a TV movie called The Fall of Sam Axe, and well, it's Bruce Campbell, isn't it? Come on. We all love Bruce Campbell. And then Dominic Cooper done a TV series, or mini-series, on Sky Atlantic about Ian Fleming. And this was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And thusly DVD'd it. So, there's that. Now, even though I have all of the Arrowverse on Blu-ray, whenever they've done these sort of things on DVD, I did pick them up. That is their crossover versions where they're all put together. So you had Elseworlds. Then you had Invasion, I think, was next. 3-episode DC crossover TV event. So, like, you know, akin to a film. And then we had Crisis on Earth X. All 4 crossover episodes. Just they were cheap and I picked them up. Next up, a show that's currently in its 4th and final season being aired, and I'm hoping that seasons 3 and 4 do get a physical media release. And that is for John Krasinski, formerly of The Office star, Jim Halpert, as Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Yes, fabulous TV series. John Krasinski is fantastic in this role. So there is season 1, and then we have season 2. And like I said, season 3 and season 4. Season 4 is currently airing, or it might have, is it ended now? I don't know where we're at with it. I know it's currently airing. Is it 1 episode a week? If it's 1 episode a week, then it will still be airing as this airs. If not, it will have just come to its climax. And that's the final season, which is a shame. It seems to have come and gone very fast, which is, yeah, completely a shame, really is. So let's move on to a film series. So here we have the German release of RoboCop, the series. But I also have the UK version as well. And I love this series. It's so cheesy. I just love RoboCop. I really do. And there's the 2 TV shows. Well, 1 TV show, German and UK. Yeah. But not only that, please bear with me, because I'm trying to put them back in. On bootleg, I do have RoboCop, the animated series, and RoboCop Alpha Command, the series that came after that RoboCop series. And why not? Just to be a sort of RoboCop completist. But if you think we're done with TV there for RoboCop, think again, because I have some more items here. So, let's do this, shall we? So, I do have a original release of a few of the episodes of RoboCop, the TV show, like so. I know you can hear some loose discs in there. That's because I had some before I got them on Blu-ray. I'd actually burnt them myself to disc. And there's another disc in there, which is Crime Wave. Yeah, which would be animated. There's 2 discs on that. So there's a disc that comes within that. Then I've got Crime Wave on 2 discs there. These would have been decanted, so I wouldn't have their original box anymore or that. Yeah, so RoboCop. Okay, after RoboCop, the actual TV show that I've shown you, not the animated series, there were, believe it or not, and some people don't know this, there were 4 RoboCop made-for-TV movies. And I have them here, like so. Okay, the first one was called Dark Justice, like that. Yep. And then after that, we got another movie called... Is that right? I think these are the right way round. No, yes, that's number 2, yes. Meltdown. In this, there's another... You can see RoboCop fighting another RoboCop because the black fella who was a copper in the first film ended up being made into a RoboCop himself. So you literally had a RoboCop versus RoboCop showdown. 2 people in the same armour. Then after that, we had Resurrection. And as you can see, they are collectors, widescreen collectors. Well, they're in widescreen anyway. I don't know what's collectible about them. I don't know. Dolby Digital, 5.1 surround sound as well. And then also we have the 4th movie, 4th and final, which is Crash and Burn. These are 90 minutes a piece. 90-minute RoboCop films. Yeah, 89 minutes on that one. And would I recommend them to you? You get what you expect, shall we say. It's a lot darker than the actual TV show in tone. It goes for more adult content. But you get what you expect for a TV budget and TV writing. So really, I would say you've got to be a die-hard RoboCop fan if you want to get into those. Yeah. But also I do have this here DVD of that first one. What was it called? Dark Justice. And I have it there. Another DVD version. I think this is from France, maybe. So what happened was, before we were even able to see them in this country, get them released, the first one came out in France. I don't know if the rest did. RoboCop 2001. And thusly, that's how I first saw it, by obtaining this here copy, which I still have for sort of posterity, shall we say. Posterity. What am I talking about? Crazy. Now, obviously, previously, I would have shown the Incredible Hulk TV show. I may have shown these with them. I don't know, but we have the follow-up films for the Incredible Hulk. This is a double bill presentation, The Incredible Hulk Returns and The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Now, The Incredible Hulk Returns does have the mighty Thor in it, not portrayed by Chris Hemsworth, and Trial of the Incredible Hulk has Daredevil in it. Not Cox or Affleck, no. But yes, so... and they were TV movies that followed on from the Incredible Hulk TV show, which culminated in this one here, which was the death of the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. In which, well, it says for itself in the title what happens, doesn't it? Don't need to tell you. So, yes. So, the death of the Incredible Hulk. That's quite apt, really, because obviously with death comes a certain finality. And this series now has come to an end. I'm at the end of my TV stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure that there are bits and bobs that I have missed out on showing you in the collection here and there. Primarily because I had a room move halfway through filming, so some of the shelves got somewhat muddled up. Not muddled up, but they were put differently. Pretty much the same, but there were some differences made. So that probably threw me off, and thusly in that I've probably shown some stuff twice and neglected to show other bits here and there. But I'm pretty sure that as a percentage goes, I've probably shown you 98% of my complete TV stuff over the 13 episodes of this. And it's been a joy to do. It's been a sort of trip down memory lane, in a sense, looking at some of these shows and pulling them and thinking, I really need to give that a rewatch. So, yes, we're at the end. We're at the end of this series. Another one bites the dust. So what can I say? Thank you to everyone that has watched this series and supported it as it's gone on. I do appreciate that. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate... I just appreciate you for watching and subscribing and putting up with me over this. So, are there any TV shows here that, you know, has piqued your interest? TV shows that you think, oh, I might like to revisit that? Are there any TV shows that you were surprised that I didn't have? Obviously, I don't expect you to remember, because 13 episodes over every 2 weeks is 26 weeks. That's half a year of content I've given you there. So you're not going to remember what I showed and didn't show. But there we go. I couldn't do it all in one video because of the sheer amount of stuff that I have. But there we go. Thank you again so much, and keep an eye on this space, because this void will be filled with something else down the line. So keep an eye out for that as well. So take care all, and enjoy your watching.